If I have to be honest, we always have that character that we just really, and I mean really, hate. Okay, for those who don't know, hated characters can be despicable, like Mal, sadistic, cruel, and tyrannical, like Hubei, or can be a character you once loved, like Patrick. And the worst part is, they keep popping up everywhere! Ugh! But you know what? We need them in order to point out the good characters and the horrible characters. So, that's why I'm here today. I'm gonna count down 10 characters I hate. But I have some rules I'm gonna follow. First off, these are my opinions. Secondly, these are gonna be characters I know. For example, a franchise that I have seen in witnessed. And thirdly, there will be a recap before number 1 to remind you of the characters prior. Okay? Okay. Let's begin, shall we?
As above, so below, place your bets. Which way the head will roll, made in your image we are.
Sal, from One in the Heart and the Great Blue Sea. Alright, okay, I know what you're thinking. Didn't you put Sal as high as number 3 on your top 10 One in the Horror characters list? And that I say, yes. So I am planning to remake that list. But just hear me out. Without spoiling much, or all of it for that matter, Sal is just so despicable and evil and cruel. First off, kudos to Mogiko for the way they rate their characters. They can either make us love them, or in Sal's case, hate them. In the beginning half of the game, Sal's all nice, kind, and friendly toward Nahara, as pictured here. And then Sal showed off his true colors. I'll never be able to get over that one scene from the game. Never ever. I wanted to even know what was gonna happen before it was too late. Oh my god, the poor baby! Okay, I swear to God, if I ever see Sal in real life, I assure you I will be giving him a very slow and very painful death. Because Sal's a manipulator, a liar, and one of the most horrid and terrible, malicious, and evil characters I've seen in a game. And I still stand by what I said in my top 10 Wanda horror characters list. He is a yandere. The game has shown points to prove this. I swear. Go play the game for yourself if you think I'm lying. And I bet you're gonna say this. Gee, Kira, if you hate him so much, why is he only number 10 on your list? And not, say, number 3? Well, call me a hypocrite, but I have 2 good reasons. The first one is, well, I kinda like him. Okay, now hear me out. Yeah, I did call him a yandere and evil and such. And I still mean those. But you gotta admit, he can be cute. And the other reason? There are characters I hate more than him. Yeah, after all that bashing I did to Sal, there are characters I don't like more than him. Weird. I know. Anyway, moving on.
As twisted and mean as they for your eyes. What a curious sight. Your children.
Okay, it's a tie between 2 characters who I find both despicable. Oh, and there's gonna be 2 more characters from the same franchise down the list. It's Alejandro and Blanley, both from Total Drama. Pardon my language, but holy fuck are these characters horrible. First off, we have Alejandro, a very horrible and malicious and spiteful and God, I can't even think of what else to say because he's so bad. And then there's Blanley, who, in all honesty, is even worse than him. And Sal combined. Oh yeah, you heard that right. To me, when comparing Sal and Blaney together, Sal actually looks like a saint. These two, especially Alejandro, caused one of the more horrible moments in Total Drama World Tour. It's both Alejandro and Blaney's fault that Richard and Jeff nearly broke up, and it's Alejandro's fault that Gwen and Courtney's friendship fell through. Little bastard. I mean, sure, they do make it right by Total Drama All-Stars, but by then, it's too late. Hey writers, stop making me hate Total Drama! For God's sakes, please! However, they're only not number 9s because they have redeeming qualities. And by that, I just mean Alejandro. Blaney has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. To those who've seen Total Drama World Tour, Alejandro does have a good singing voice. Don't believe me? Listen to this! Also, they get their just comeuppance at the right moment. And Blaney gets the most awesome "the reason why you suck" speech ever. Thank you, Jeff!
When I've turned on you and you say you don't sleep well at night.
Andy Evans from Speed. Deep breaths. Deep breaths now, Kira. Let me make this clear. I do not like this book. Really, I don't. The only reason I ever touched the book in the first place was because it was required for me to read it in school. I may sound mean, but it's just the tone of the overall book. It's just not my thing, okay? With the exception of Melinda and Mr. Freeman, I don't really like any of the characters in the book. But at least for them, I can tolerate them. But with Andy Evans, no way can I tolerate such a bastard. He did the most unforgivable act I will never be able to forgive someone for. What is it, you may ask? Let's just say, and spoilers ahead for those who have not read the book, he's a fucking rapist. No joke. There. He really is. There's a chapter that has a flashback where Melinda is at the party. And guess what? Andy Evans is there. And guess what he does to her? If you answered rape, ding ding, you're correct. Yeah, he takes advantage of poor Melinda and rapes her out in a patch of trees. And what's worse, she's so traumatized by the whole thing that when she tries to call the police, she can't say a thing. Poor girl. And it's because Andy Evans muted her by doing that to her. And by the time school starts, everyone's heard what happened at the party. And no, not the rape part. The part about Melinda calling the police. She has no friends. She's practically a social pariah, and she can't speak up for herself. Yeah, that's what Andy Evans did. And why? That's just it. Why did he do it? I don't know. Probably to just show off that he's superior and like, oh, look at me. I like to rape a minor. That's right. The summer it happened, Melinda just came out of 8th grade. So technically, she is a minor. Yeah, not only is he a rapist, but he's a pedophile. He was going into his final year when it happened. And yes, for those who played One in the Horror, Sal tried to do something similar. That's just it. He tried. He didn't go through with it because he was caught before he could do it. Andy Evans? Nope. For most of the book, he plays a karma Houdini. While I really want to kill Sal sometimes, Andy Evans is on my death list. But what puts him at number 8 is because, thank the Lord, he's eventually caught. It's at the end of the book, but he's still caught. Oh yeah, Melinda finally gets her voice, tells her friend Rachel, who is dating Andy Evans, mind you, that he was raped by him, and she dumps him. And then, when Andy Evans tries to confront him, oh yeah, Melinda fights back, and he is probably never going to have a bright future. Oh, sweet Celestia, I just realized what I said there. Man, I'm so sadistic about those kind of things, aren't I? People like Andy Evans deserve that kind of heat. Let's move on before I get too angry.
Well, we'll take care of that for you.
Patrick Star from SpongeBob. I don't mean seasons 1 to 3. and possibly 4. I'm at the later season. Oh, you know, the Patrick that is a fucking psychopath who should not be roaming the sea and should not eat and should be locked up away and thrown the key or possibly dead for all I care. Wanna know what's tragic? He was once an awesome character. Yes, I grew up with seasons 1 and 3, so I know what Patrick used to be. A really good friend of SpongeBob and Co. And he provided excellent comedy, as seen here, and provided one of the best memes in my opinion. But somehow, something happened between seasons 4 and 5, and not in a good way. Patrick, we have no, he's not Patrick. He's a monster pretending to be Patrick. Look at this! Would pre-movie SpongeBob Patrick do this to Gary? No, he wouldn't. This is not the Patrick I grew up with. Like hell this is. I'm ending this off by saying, if you want to know Patrick at his absolute worst, watch Mr. Enter's top 10 worst Patrick is a prick episodes to get a better deep. And now I say, stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna get into the more worser characters then. Till then, bye-bye.
And it's so easy when you're evil. This is the life you see. The devil tips his hat to me. I do it all because I'm evil.